Well, I've started mine.
I've started mine.
Brilliant.
I'm here.
We're here,
Oh, we are here.
live from Silver Age for another episode.
Well, you sleep. I see a zombie staring at me from my window.
I don't see anything around me, Devon. I feel like you might be doing a little bit, underselling yourself on the lighting a little bit.
And Notch himself gave us beds for a reason, and they were to sleep in.
Oh, beg to
Okay.
differ.
Okay, so let me give you the big Torino.
The big Torino. Oh yeah, I was gonna.
Torino.
Yes, that's what you wanted to do.
Let me lead you to the singular thing I did after you left.
All right, let's see it.
It actually took quite a bit of time, just because takes me forever to build things.
Yes, I'm aware.
Also, ignore the spaghetti mess around it.
Oh wow, look
But
at
this
the
is what we got.
spaghetti. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much what I had envisioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I actually am
Pretty well.
quite proud. I think I did pretty good.
The only thing I'd do
And
is, I
then
guess, put more wood inside it, but
perhaps that's a good idea, actually.
less dirt.
The other thing I did is I'm not building a path, but you can come up to the back and see my mats here.
Oh, yeah.
This is accounting for the big world height, not the chance that it's like the half world height. This is like
Yeah.
the one for like the later world height, the like
Mm-hmm,
1.13 and everything.
Yes, yes. Of
So it might be
course.
half this,
Which
but
is a little bit better, but still
and
a
if you
fair
open this
endeavor.
chest, there's a couple I've gotten a bit started.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah. So this will look a little awkward when the tree's built because it'll be very tall,
Hmm.
but it'll be kind of cool. And these are all going to be animal pens and for animals.
Oh, I
For
see. Neato.
enchanting and brewing stuff will just get thrown in my house.
What about the plaza?
What about the plaza? I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I just built it. I might put a fountain or something in there eventually.
Oh, I thought there was actually something going there. I didn't realize it was just a platform.
No, it's literally just like a central bit. I don't know. I
Huh.
just thought it looked cool.
There
It's
you
just
go.
a gateway to the other areas. I might build a dock here or something at some point. It's just I wanted to get around, you know.
Okay.
I was thinking of not building the docks here, but building a bridge there. I forgot about that. Almost said rubber trees, but that's not right. It's just the wood. Normal wood. I'm playing too much modded.
Apparently.
How many pearls do we have total? Like, how many
I
do you
have
have?
2.
Okay, so I have 1, so we have 3 total. So like 15, 16, I think would be the goal. Just in case some of them break on the way over,
That's
because
also true.
I think they do break in this.
They have a chance to break. I
Yeah.
think that might still carry over. There's a lot of like those little nuances that we don't really
I
know if
don't
they're different
remember.
or not. Yeah.
I didn't get to the dragon fight in my other world. I was playing around with other stuff, so by which I mean building really ugly stuff. It was great. I was having some fun. Which
I'll bring
means
it up because I didn't realize it, but this will be my first dragon battle in like a survival world outside of an SMP.
really,
Yeah.
actually, same.
Yeah, you and me both, I guess then.
I never had enough time to sit down and play my own solo world to that point. So
Yeah, I prefer to just put the energy into the multiplayer worlds rather than do like a
yeah,
solo world. But
this would be the
especially
first
with, I
time
guess, my other series, I guess they're all old Minecraft,
we're
so
committing a bit.
breaking new
So
ground.
breaking new ground. I think I have 2 goals for today. One, start working on my animal pens, because really I just want to start tidying up and finishing up this base area here.
Of course.
Other than hunting. I mean, I guess during the night I'll probably Enderman hunting is a good plan.
It's a good little side gig to get going. Oh,
And then other than that, I might start exploring the Nether and hunting for a fortress, so I could start getting work on brewing.
oh
Because
yes, the brewing would
I
be
don't know
useful.
about you, but I'm gonna be a cheat and just try and make as many potions as I can for
I
a dragon
mean,
map.
yeah, I wouldn't really call it cheating if it's something that was
I
implemented
wouldn't.
in the update that added the end.
I wouldn't mind some
I feel like
strings. I
it's
should
kind of
also
implemented as a
get
thing to
some
boost.
diamond armor.
Yeah, diamond armor would be nice too for you. Because I guess I
Uh,
already got it, but I'm gonna probably finish my base, probably this episode or next episode or whenever, depending on how long the farms take. But yeah, I'm looking at wrapping things up pretty soon, and
yeah, I don't have enough
just doing the end stuff, and I guess I'll just help you with whatever you need to do, like with the brewing and whatnot, on at the fortress and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I might still need a couple streams, even if the dragon fight isn't the very last thing we do. I guess we should explain why we're so gung ho to fight the dragon, eh? Because I think before we weren't too worried about it. It was kind of like, it
And we
happens.
kind of started shifting gears a little bit after a
Just a
while.
touch.
Yeah.
We've got a goal, I guess, in mind now of when we want to fight the dragon. It'll still be a bit. There's gonna be a little bit of a special series around October, Spooky Month,
Yes, a new
which
series will be starting at that point.
I won't spoil what it'll be, but there's gonna be, yeah, a new series for a little bit, which means that we're not gonna be stopping this series,
But
but we're
it'll
probably
kind
gonna
of
take
wrap
a
up
short
the
break
current
for
era.
around. Yeah, but we'll probably take just a short break for that time to focus on the new series. It'll be a pretty short series. I don't think it'll make it past maybe 10 streams. Or very.
Yeah, if it's like multi-hour.
It will have an end. It won't be like ever spanning like the series is currently. There will definitely be a sort of beginning, middle, and end. So that's not to worry about. So Silver Age isn't over. It's just taking a short hiatus, and then we'll come back. So we want to fight the dragon fight before that. So when we come back, we can just focus on entirely new project. Probably new base,
Something brand
new
new.
stuff. Probably in the next update, so 1.2, which will add quite a bit actually. So that adds jungles and stuff. So we'll probably be searching for a new base and things like that.
Now I can get things started. Okay, might be time to do some smelting and mining. I didn't do it
Oh
last
yeah.
episode, so looks like I'm gonna have to make up. Hello, mobs. Oh, lots of creepers and skeletons in the cave. I'm not dealing with them. Gosh, yeah, you have been slacking on lighting. No wonder
I'm
you're so afraid
terrible
of the
at
night.
lighting. I'm terrible at lighting things up in like every Minecraft world.
Well, that doesn't sound very optimistic. I was like, oh yeah, we'll do mining at the end. And then last episode, I was like, oh, I gotta go. I was like, I could go mining, but journey.
I feel like I've done a lot of mining every
But I don't
stream.
have to worry about that today. I got journey out of the way, so I can do what I need to. Oh, I wonder if I should light up my part too. Maybe if I have enough torches. Really get this place mob proof. Well, maybe not 100%, but about as close as I can get it.
So I actually had a topic of conversation.
Oh, did you?
Our history on YouTube.
Right.
Which sounds a little strange, I guess.
Yeah, it does.
But I was thinking about it. For me, it's in a couple months. It'll have been a full 2 years, I think, since I officially started streaming. For you, I think we've already passed your
Oh yeah, a little
2 year
over 2
mark.
years now.
And so I don't know. I thought it'd be cool to touch on that a little bit because I feel like we talk a lot about like legacy Newcraft, but like I realized that we haven't at least I've never really talked to you much about just like old YouTubing stuff and like streaming. Things started very differently.
Oh yeah, you're even more so for you.
Yeah, especially a lot of stuff has happened for me.
Yeah.
So
No kidding.
I mean, I kind of vaguely remember the story, but let's start with how you got started, since you actually got started with this stuff first.
I did. Yeah, my whole like 2 years ago, of course, it all kind of began. It was something I'd wanted to do for a while, like streaming. Well, I historically never really wanted to get into YouTube and streaming, but I think once the whole kind of like being able to look back on things, that was really a large reason why I went into Newcraft doing that, at least the old Newcraft, not the one on the channel, of course. It was kind of what got me started. It wasn't really a success. Even now, I wouldn't call it a success per se. Like from like the analytics side, I mean, I think it's
Right.
been a lot of fun in terms of like keeping me entertained and keeping in touch with people other that I otherwise probably wouldn't have talked to otherwise, especially
Yeah.
to get it in on the streaming because when Newcraft 2 had started some odd 2 almost 3 years ago, that was kind of the time that I wanted to start streaming. That like the beginning of that, I was really like keen on beginning streaming it, but I don't think I was convinced enough at that point. It was really when we kind of came back around after a bunch of trial and error into Newcraft 3 that I actually had the backing for it. And it was kind of quiet at first. I mean, the first few months, I'd say, even because it was only Newcraft and it was every once in a while. It was before the time where there was consistency or that kind of thing. I never really had that in my mind. I just kind of did it whenever we were doing stuff on the server, pretty much.
Right.
And every memorable event I tried to capture back then, like the beginning and then the Ender Dragon battle, which was lost to time that episode, but that was one of the ones that I did. Then later on, as the server kind of quieted down, so did the Twitch anyway, because that's when I did Twitch. And I was doing like the collections and stuff. Well, that was actually, I guess, with Journey, but that would come next in kind of the end of September after I'd passed 1 million blocks and Journey to the Farlands. Was a whole other can of worms for streaming because I could have. I mean, I'd already started streaming around the time Journey had started in August of 2022, so it was entirely likely that I could have began streaming that series when it had began. But I kind of had my preconceived notions about it that I really didn't think people would be that into a series of just walking exclusively. I know people
Of course.
have done it, and or I knew people had done it at the time, and they had accumulated moderate success. But I was just like, well, why should I do it? It's kind of a thing that I wanted to cherish for myself. It kind of
Right.
sounds a bit selfish, but it was kind of one of those things where I was like, well, I don't really need the world to see this series or this world. And that was kind of the beginning. And then around like when Newcraft was starting to fizzle out, I think I was kind of, I don't know if I was looking for something to fill in the gap because I didn't really perceive it that way at the time. But there was around that time where Journey, I was starting to reconsider my angle. Yes, and I talked about it in Newcraft a little bit in like one of the episodes briefly about like just after I'd done the first episode because that was really just out of a whim of actually wanting to do something with it, and that was just a commentary only series at the time, and I did the no commentary off camera, and then eventually the no commentary became a thing. That was a whole other story, but that was kind of the spark of Journey. And Journey really, looking back on the history of the channel, that really is the series that got the consistency going. Because if that never happened, I don't know where the channel would be. Because that's what started the YouTube. That's what got a whole lot of attention. It's really the thing that's been going since day one. Or at least not, maybe not day one, but it's been going pretty much since the beginning of the channel synonymously. And the
Yeah.
Twitch
No.
was hardly that old when I did it. But yeah, that was the whole reason why I started the YouTube channel. Was like, oh, Twitch is, it was too clogged up with Journey episodes and stuff, and I wanted somewhere to actually organize it better, and wanted to see if YouTube would actually get something going. And eventually, it did actually. There's a bit of a following for Journey now, which kind of surprised me a little bit. At least that kind of original thought I had, it surprised me that way. But it was really the
Right.
spark for the channel, though. Kind of what caused things to change because I first started on Twitch Studio, and then I realized that it was causing my channel to be like all my streams to be extremely like laggy, and there would be a lot of moments where I was like just bad. A lot of the early episodes, you can notice that where there's a lot of like almost time skips where it kind of cuts out and it's like zipping a little bit.
Yeah.
And I eventually switched to OBS and eventually fine-tuned OBS. And it was over quite a while, like a year, and then even the last year I've made some changes and discoveries and stuff. to make things more optimized. I'm kind of always doing that though, kind of
I think
tweaking
that's
things here and there.
part of the gig, to be fair, is like kind of
Yeah.
optimized.
And then I guess the first series that featured like editing to any capacity was Minecraft Through Time, which I don't really initially remember why that was the spark for it, but that was what kind of sparked the editing, and then that eventually worked its way over to the SMPs. Must have been Server.
I don't remember.
It had gone on for a while before that, but that was kind of the when I just did my first
Yes,
episode
I was
for
like
it.
halfway through it.
Yeah, I was really keen that I wasn't gonna make it a series. I was just gonna enjoy it, but then I ended up doing a series. I kind of never got out of the ways of just streaming. I never really worked my way into recording, and that's
Right.
mostly just because of the audience. So I can do that,
Sure.
and I'm kind of I like doing things in like a one take manner anyway. I find it just becomes too nuanced, at least in my process. My philosophy has always just been to do it the way I want to do it and do the series as I want to do.
And that's how it should be, quite honestly. Like, it should be.
Be your natural self, and then the people who enjoy that will kind of come in, rather than you being something that you're not and doing stuff that you don't enjoy. I think that's a big thing that I've talked about recently as well in my videos.
That's one thing I think is particularly interesting about the way you do content, to be quite honest. Is like the way you talk when you record is very much the way you talk like normal.
Yeah, there's no
You don't
delineation.
have that mask, for better or for worse. I know some people do that because it helps them get over that fear of recording.
Yeah, I
But
could
I've noticed
understand.
you're very like genuine when you record, which is quite interesting. Because I mean, it's not that you don't see that on YouTube, but I won't even say it's even that uncommon. But it is just kind of cool to see. I think when people are able to just not worry about it, I guess, and just be themselves. So I do actually remember when you started all that. Quite honestly, it was quite interesting. I remember talking about it actually beforehand. I don't know if you remember before we did Newcraft 3, like Legacy Newcraft 3.
Yes.
I remember me, you, and I think it was Brody sitting down in a call and actually like talking about it, like you streaming it and like what we were gonna do, kind of. Like just being like, wow, this is gonna be weird. Like this is gonna be different. This is gonna be how are we gonna do this? Like how are we gonna make this work? And we did something all right. I would definitely say the way you record and your whole like style has actually evolved quite a bit. I remember watching early streams, and outside of even just technical things, I just remembered like a lot more. And it's not particularly uncommon. In fact, I would argue it's quite common with most people I feel that do stuff like this. But I remember there used to be a lot more like dead silences in videos.
That's true. It made it.
And
Yeah.
And like I remember you always telling me, like when doing Journey, that you were like never sure what to talk about. I specifically remember when I started, because I started quite a while after you, a few months. I remember asking you, like, how do you know what, like, how do you keep talking? How do you know what to talk about? And I remember you just being like, I don't sometimes. I just go, and if I don't have anything to say, I just don't say anything. I remember being like, huh, okay. But I just remember it being like very, as everyone is, I guess you've definitely just like evolved a bit in the way you do everything. Got more used to it, more comfortable with it, I guess. What about for me? I'm trying to. First time I started streaming was actually Minecraft, but it wasn't a world that is viewable anymore. I have highlights on Twitch, but I have them like private or like unlisted or whatever on Twitch. I didn't start officially, and that's why I go by my YouTube dates, because I can't remember the day I officially started streaming. I just remember sometime in October. So I go by my YouTube the day I started uploading to YouTube, which was the day after Christmas. But I remember the first stream I ever did was a random world, and I can't even remember what it was, but it was just I did I think 4 streams of it, and they were really short, and it was just me playing Minecraft on the Xbox with my crappy little mic.
Oh.
So I remember it was so bad with the Xbox.
Yeah, I remember
Like,
that.
so bad. The microphone was so bad, and there was always a constant humming in the background.
Yeah, I remember that.
You could
Because
hear
you could hear it in like any like of the
everything.
old streams. as well.
And you could like hear my breathing and my voice was all scratchy, and it was just awful. It was like straight out of like if you threw like the Bandicam thing right over, it'd be right at home.
Yeah,
So, like a little watermark, like they were
sounds like a
out of
like a
volume.
13-year-old video.
It wasn't particularly great. I was really bad at commentating, like horrible. Like it was rough. And I remember, I find it actually more interesting, not like when I started, but why I started actually. Was one of my friends. I remember just coming across that you could actually do Twitch on the Xbox because you had started, and so it wasn't even something I was initially considering. I just remember one day I was messing around on the home screen on Xbox. I'm like, there's a Twitch app, and so I remember I think I might have even just been straight up watching you on Twitch,
Yeah,
and I noticed there
probably.
was like a broadcast thing, and I was like, huh. And I remember telling my friend that, and it wasn't even like I didn't even be like, oh, should I do this? I just remember telling my friend, did you know like Xboxes could stream directly from the console or whatever? I just remember my friend going, do it. You should do it. I was like, what? And I remember that was just it. My friend told me you should do it, and I just went, okay, sure. You
Oh,
want?
and entertain the idea.
That's actually why I started it. Wasn't even originally to be like a big thing. I just did it so that my friend could watch me play games. Initially, actually, which feels like a really weird reason to start something like this.
Well,
I
I
feel,
mean, I
but
didn't really do it for like the really any of the big stuff that a lot of people go into the streaming or the YouTube for
yeah, but I didn't even
either.
start this with the intention of like continuing it. I
Well, me
honestly
neither.
didn't even think I'd really do it lots. I figured I'd just do it once in a while as like a way for friends to just watch me play games.
Yeah.
Because from Xbox, I didn't have a good way to screen share. Because none of my other friends had Xboxes. It was just a mess. So I was like, well, it'll just be easy. So that's how I actually got started streaming. And yeah, the rest is history. I started with Newcraft 1 Part 2, which was a really weird starting point for
Yeah.
uploading videos. Because I remember we were trying to bring back the whole lore thing, but in like the weirdest way. We were just like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a new story. It's gonna be great, but we didn't have like an actual story in mind. It wasn't natural at all. We just started being like, oh, this is gonna. It was like the weirdest stuff, and I remember my I didn't know how to adjust. I didn't know how to set up the volumes or for like Discord.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
So the whole video, we're trying to do this really, really like poor quality storytelling with no story in mind, like just improving. And the whole time, my Twitch chat could not hear. I said chat, there wasn't anyone watching, but you couldn't hear in the stream any of the people in the Discord call. So it just was like me talking to myself as if I was talking to another person, though. Because I mean, I was actually, but like it
Yeah.
must have been so confusing and like crazy. And it was enjoyable. I liked it. And after that, I just kept doing random things. I think when I really got into it was the Fellowship, though. Like even when they
Yeah.
did 4 episodes, for me that was like I had so much fun recording those 4 episodes of Fellowship. I didn't have a lot of time to do streaming, so even though I only got those couple episodes out, I had so much fun just getting to unwind a bit and do that. And I was like, this is good. This is good stuff. I like this. This is nice. And that's kind of when I was like, I want to actually kind of keep doing this as like a bit of a hobby kind of thing, like entertain people maybe a bit. I get to have fun just recording me doing goofy stuff. And I used to do things a lot more on a whim back then. Like I never used to be as like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. It was definitely just like, well,
Just kind of
this is what I
felt
feel
like
like
it.
doing today.
Yeah.
I don't have any of these streams up because they weren't on the VOD channel. They're actually on my main channel, but they're all hidden, so can't watch any of them. But it's okay, you guys didn't miss anything. Not much to behold. It's pretty rough. What, in your opinion, is your favorite like video or series you've ever done?
Video and series are kind of different because I think series
You can like
would either be like Journey to the Farlands, of course, or because that's
like
my favorite world, but it could also be Newcraft Newcraft 1, because Newcraft 1, I remember having a whole different type of fun with that than I ever had in any of our earlier worlds. And then video, I think honestly it was probably when we did the NASA. I think the
That's
NASA
fair.
was probably like some of the
That
most fun I've ever had in one of our Minecraft worlds.
that
Like
that
it
was a
even
good.
beats like a lot of journeys, like funnest episodes as well. Just because I think Minecraft with other people is just there's something magical about it that you don't get in like single player.
Oh, for sure. I
Something like
I really like that too.
something that you can't replicate kind of thing. I mean,
No, there definitely was a vibe to Newcraft one. That season one was good, and yeah, I remember the NASA stuff, and I remember
that whole kind of period there with like the prank and the companies and NASA, that kind of
yeah. I mean, I guess
period there where the server was kind of like a lot of fun.
the favorite series is a weird one because I'm always honestly I'm always improving my thing. So each new series is always tweaked just a little more, so it's always just a little better to me. So it's always kind of I guess whatever I'm doing most currently.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially on the YouTube side. So for me right now, I mean, I have to be like it's always current. But if I had to pick, if I was like not most recent, if it was just pure on what I remember enjoying recording, my beta series,
Oh, your
my
beta one?
my original one, even though it was only 4 episodes, I remember having a lot of fun doing that. And my original hardcore, and that was a lot of fun.
Ooh,
But that
that's a good one. What series do we most
um
regret getting rid of?
regret like oh
Like kind of giving the axe to,
oh
one way or another. Like it may not have been our choice, kind of thing. Like it was like a just circumstance kind of thing.
that is a what series would I want to continue that I actually like got to record? If I had to pick one, definitely that old 1.0 hardcore. Like I really do wish maybe I'd stuck with that just a little more or tried because I did really enjoy that. I had something weird going on there and it was kind of fun. But another one I do actually kind of wish I had continued a bit was the Fellowship. Like if I had been able to do Fellowship with those ideas and like stuff with my modern setup, I feel like I would have had a lot of fun. To be honest,
Okay, that's
um,
what I thought. That's what I was figuring. Kind of just
yeah,
assumed it would have been that one. Probably the one I remember having the most fun in that kind of ended kind of abruptly was probably Mango Pack, which I feel like I enjoyed moments of that even more than I enjoy Better Than Adventure. Like Better Than Adventure is not peak enjoyment for a series for me by any means. It's a fun thing to do, but I've definitely historically enjoyed other things more.
I do like Mango Pack a lot. I'm
Mango
very
Pack
happy
was a
with
lot of
it.
fun to play.
It
Um,
is good.
I would think Stardew, but Stardew kind of just faded, and it would have been nice to actually have made it to like the point where I was kind of like not I was kind of just getting around to the point where I was in the
Things pick
unknown.
up a bit.
Yeah, where it was
Yeah.
kind of a bit more blind. I was getting excited, and then school came in and just whooped that series. I did that with a lot of series though, but I don't know about SMP ones though, because I feel like a lot of the SMP series I've done kind of ended for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like there wasn't really any extending any of them because it was all a result of circumstance of things in my control for some and out of my control for others.
Yeah.
Like I don't regret ending the last Newcraft world. I feel like that was kind of meant to be that it would end like that because really we were planning on doing a season 2 anyway. It was just we didn't really I don't know. The plans were too ambitious. Was really the thing. So I don't really regret that. So I don't got much because I haven't done a whole heck of a ton of series in my time. I
Right.
guess I've done a good handful, but a lot of them I've
I've
just ended off prematurely for reasons already kind of established.
is there a I'm not going to use the word like dream series, but is there like a particular game or mod pack or any sort of basically like a series that you would love to record and have be successful and actually go well, like not have like technical issues or like, but like actually have last?
Game is a thing because I do other games occasionally. I do like just doing like the video game spotlights. I do have another one in mind, another video game spotlight I might do at some point. I haven't felt in the mood to buy a new game yet, but when I do, I do want to do like a spotlight stream on it, which is the new Shapes game.
Yeah,
So I
that
want
one
to
looks
try
cool.
that one out.
That game's big too.
Yeah, it looks pretty crazy, but that one Subnautica would be cool, especially if it actually got viewership. But we'll see what happens with Subnautica. But I don't got many like bucket list games I want to do. Like, most of them are already done as like spotlights or whatnot, and I've kind of felt content enough with that. But like mod packs and I guess like that kind of thing, I've really wanted to do a well, return to Mango pack at some point. I do want to do that. That was like
That's fair.
one of my favorites. Uh, Feed the Beast I did for a while, but I just wasn't really feeling it. Like making it a series. Like I felt like it would have been good to just do it on my own and kind of just like learning it blindly in a series is a little bit weird.
Yeah, I guess. I
It
mean,
was a bit of a broad thing. I mean, create would be kind of cool. Although I feel like that would be good to have them like as like an accessory to another mod pack kind of thing.
mhm. Origins and Create would be so fun. Like a
Yeah,
mixture of
that would be pretty
something.
good.
I mean, I don't know if you, I don't know if you're as big on the Origin stuff as I am,
Oh,
but
I
I
know
love
we talked about doing some kind of thing at
like
some
a
point.
mod. I remember we did talk about one point trying to make like a custom mod pack for both of us,
Hmm That
and
could definitely
and
be
do
in the
something
cards
like
at
that.
some point, a custom mod pack.
Something.
It probably won't be very flashy. Like I know a lot of mod packs are flashy with logos and stuff. It'll probably just have like a name and not much else.
Yeah, it'd probably be pretty simple. I remember we had talked about doing that potentially sometime in the future, actually. Maybe even
Yeah,
like getting an actual like server and sitting down and doing it so we can mess around a bit. I think was one of the things we
that'd
had
be cool.
talked about maybe doing
Yeah.
since we haven't had much luck doing it with like Feather and stuff. We'll also have a bit more of an open-ended series with just a few mods sprinkled in to change it up just enough, but like a modern day thing would be really cool. I have one series that I haven't done yet, but I've been really wanting to actually make No Man's Sky and Skyrim. Honestly, two games I genuinely want to sit through and play, and I kind of want to do it on camera.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is like a game that's kind of been around in my mind for a while, and I never really considered it. I think
So
it'd be kind of cool to do, but it
I
just never crossed
played
my mind.
about an hour and a half of the game,
Yeah.
and I had so much fun. Like that was like
Like I
that's similar
remember
to the
enjoying it when I played
as
that
like,
briefly.
but I'm also very into sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, it's very
I
heavy.
love The Martian, like the movie. I kind of want to, if I can find the book, I want to read the book that it was based off of. The the um The Martian with Matt Damon
Yeah,
for
yeah,
reference. Um and stuff like I like Halo, like I love sci-fi stuff, and having like a sci-fi exploration survival open world like
yeah. That
thing
was
where you
really cool
actually
to.
travel between the planets and you can kind of actually, it had a bit of a base building system in it, and it had some customization. I think at some point you can customize your outfit a little bit, and I think you can even customize your like characters like race a bit. There's some like different alienoid like species and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just
Okay.
so cool, and
I
I
think it'd be
wanted
interesting
to,
to return to it after all these years and see how
and
it's changed.
Skyrim is just one of those games where it's like it it looks good. I feel like I haven't given it enough attention. I've had it for a long time. I've only played like 8 hours of it, and I feel like I really need
It's in sore
to give
need
it
of
that attention.
a better treatment. Yeah.
But I think genuinely, I would just want to record it because I think that's one of those games. I feel like I could sit down and I could almost make like a show out of it. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like it's one of those games where it's such a sandboxy RPG in a way. Like you could do whatever you want, and you can kind of frame it however you want. So I feel like it is genuinely one of those games where I could just sit down and like play it almost like a story more than like just like a game playthrough.
hmm Take it to the
As
next
I think
level.
what I kind of wanted to, like, maybe not 110% like immersion type thing, but like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a bit more. feels like telling a story, and I think that's one thing. So those to me are like my two things I've been really wanting to do. Like if I could, when I do get around to setting those up, could have those do well would be so awesome to me. But I think either way, that was a pretty good little chat.
Hmm.
At least like since I don't know, like again, I just thought it'd be something fun to do since I don't feel like we've talked about our
No, yeah, I've talked about it like
histories.
kind of like in like my own stuff, but we haven't really talked about it together in like a
No,
series.
and I know I've
And
never.
cheers to this series, I guess, for being as long lasting as it is already.
Yeah, it's great. I have so much fun just sitting down and chatting with you here and there, like weekly, and
Hmm.
just playing some old-fashioned Minecraft. Man. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Maybe I
Oh, the
should make some more
floor
things.
down here. I might make it wood actually. I haven't done a wood floor, so maybe I'll make the floor of the farm room wood.
I love how, like, I haven't used wood. Me sitting here building entirely wood.
Yeah, we're like very different ends of the scale. Like I'm like all stone and you're all wood.
Yeah, I've done a very wood-based architecture this world.
Yeah, no kidding.
I do like my woods. Honestly, every update, I just want the new trees
That's
until we
cool.
just have a rainbow of wood.
Gotta finish that color map thing that people always show off with like building.
That's what I want. I want blue wood. I want green wood. That's one thing I loved in Better and Adventure, all the different wood colors.
Yeah, I've been having fun with that.
So,
Well, I guess my house is only really white and black and white right now, but
I remember me and you
I
like
guess a little bit of
built
pink.
a house out of different colored woods that looked like an apartment.
Yeah, it was really
Like,
cool. I'm looking forward to messing around with some of the different wood types.
and that's one thing again that I'd love to, if we ever make a custom mod thing with chipped or something, have the different wood.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I've never played around
Oh,
with that. That'd be a good excuse.
it would even be cool to find potentially like maybe a light biome thing that maybe adds some different tree types or something would be even cool. I don't know. That's something we'll just have to see about, I guess. But I think that'd be cool. Remember some worlds we did off camera? There was one we did before the computer days or the
Yeah.
golden age. That we did one world that had a very light biome thing. If you
Oh, yeah,
remember,
yeah, yeah.
you and Birdie. God, that was great. I remember I lived on like a custom like beach biome. I had like palm trees and
Yeah, that's
coconut.
what we was doing like that like empires like thing.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was good. I even went behind one of those Origins mods that maybe it like switches when you die type thing.
Oh, like an afterlife?
Yeah, it would even be cool maybe. So it's like you're not just like, oh, you pick it, you're stuck in that the whole series. But it's like you pick the first one, and then after that, it's like, oh. So that gives us a reason to try and not die, too. A bit adds a fun little extra challenge, I guess. To need to show off.
I guess it's time to go out and kill some Endermen.
Yeah,
I'm getting in the spirit of the end here.
are you? Have you had any luck so far?
No. I killed like a bunch and I got none. I think I got
I'm
one
fine.
extra pearl today so far.
Maybe I'll do a touch of hunting after I finish these animal pens then.
Okay, I need to act quickly and get my stuff in order. Oh yeah. Yeah, I should grab my mushrooms and see if my mushroom farm's gotten any better. I guess that's what I'll do down there is just do a mega mushroom farm or maybe even some animals and stuff. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. Work something out down there. Whoa. A little Skelly. Goodbye, Skelly.
Let me plant all these seeds. Yummy.
Well, no luck, but that was kind of a short hunt anyway. Maybe I should make a clock actually. I can keep on me.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, Oh yeah, there are clocks in this version.
Clocks have been around for a long time.
If I'd remembered that, I would have made clock ages ago. I like just carrying clocks.
It's due course to make a clock.
It's too close to you. Man, I'll make a clock. Make me jealous.
Clock buddies.
I can't even clock. There we go. And there's our. I don't even know what the hell you call it. There's our Minecraft YouTuber like partnership name.
Oh, my food situation. Okay, let me.
Do they have compasses then? Not that I'm gonna make one. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
use compasses.
compasses. Yeah, they've existed as well.
Although
Some time.
compasses are like basically useless for me because I just remember by visual
Yeah,
aid.
yeah. They
I
say
know where I'm
mushrooms
going.
still
I
spawn
know
in the
where I'm
Nether.
headed. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to do. Check out when my Nether pearl spits me out. Yeah, they'll spit me out in your area or not.
Oh yeah, it's just give me even more of the brown ones.
Why,
Of
howdy.
course, of course. Be nice to find a Nether fortress, but I probably
I
won't
keep
find one just gallivanting around.
I keep looking over to check my chat and remembering, oh yeah,
There is none.
there
At
is
least
none.
not right now.
I was not. I would have had to upload 2 different videos, which is like okay, but it would have been just me grumbling, complaining, and noise.
Oh, you
That
know
would
what?
have been the name of the episode if I had
Uh,
been a dangerous fall into death.
I
That's a
might.
good name.
Ooh, do I want to try my hand at finding another fortress? I feel like it might be a bit
I just,
dangerous. In case I die, I'm just keeping some bare minimum supplies on me.
I hate when that happens.
Hate Minecraft.
Me too. Me too.
Burning passion.
That's why I've been playing it for like over a decade.
Hmm. Yeah, a little bit contradictory.
I hate it so much I can't put it down.
Yeah, that's how hatred works. Okay, wish me luck. I'm going on another travel. Oh
Luck,
boy. You're wishing me luck?
luck,
Oh. Optimism. Prime.
optimism.
That was so bad.
That's funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
That was
that's what you
great.
call it.
That was comedy gold right
I
there.
haven't seen a ghast lately. Me, the ghast just pulls out of the corner of my eye. No, I haven't run
Oh,
into one yet. Oh, this would be a good opportunity to get glowstone. Nah, I might save it. I might save it. I'm looking for a nether fortress.
rounding it back. I don't know why I've just struck by this, but this is a genuine question. Do
Uh-oh.
you have any inspirations for streamers or YouTubers that you kind of like that got you into it, or that you use as like for inspiration, I
A
guess?
lot of formatting came from Zoom Avoid and Good, and then I guess Journey was Tinfoil Chef.
So
I,
classic.
I guess who else was I inspired by? I guess I do a little bit of stuff like I order my hello cast. I order my playlist kind of like I kind of try to do it in like a way that like I guess the hermits do, where it kind of prioritizes new craft, and I guess Journey's there as well at the top, but I have like new craft in its like playlist and stuff. Oh yeah, Nether Fortress. It's only, a few hundred blocks through the friggin' gas-ridden Nether. Oh, I didn't bring a pickaxe. Okay, I'll have to craft one. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and get some blaze stuff.
I know my personal like inspiration for a lot of stuff is ETHO.
Etho, of course.
Is just favorite. But I guess in terms of like the way people like watch in a way to learn how to structure things. Genuinely, I take a lot of like the way I structure my videos, especially my new craft videos. And it depends on the game I'm playing, but my new craft and Minecraft is actually very structured after like Scar, like Good Times with Scar. And you'll notice it if you watch, especially my new craft season 2, the more and more like I don't blatantly copy the way he does stuff. But
Yeah.
like I pay attention to sometimes the way he does transitions and like the way he brings up topics and kind of cuts things together. And I've kind of tried to not mimic but like learn from that and apply it to my own video making, which has been quite a fun learning experience. The journey. if I'm being honest. It has been quite cool. Because yeah, I never used to do that. I learned a lot, I guess is what I'm trying to say from him and his stuff. And I know for Skyrim, one I'll use a lot probably as inspiration when I get around to that will probably be Wilburger.
Oh yeah, yeah, no kidding.
Because to me, I've never even watched another Skyrim series because I don't think anything to me will ever be more entertaining than his Oblivion in Skyrim series.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, watch! I'm gonna open Discord and I'm gonna get the GIF of Gojo sitting on the stairs looking depressed. I called it.
Oh.
Every time Nathan calls me and I tell him I'm already in a call, I get that image of Gojo sitting looking depressed on the stairway. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh.
It's I know when it's coming now.
Is there even a gas tier down there? I don't think gas tiers exist yet. Oh no, I got one.
When you come back, you should come check out my animal pens.
Yes, I'm gonna get a torch path, a torch and nether brick path laid out to go into the nether fortress so you can figure the way over there when you need to. Well, I mean, I'll kind of go with you, I'm sure, but I think it'd be best to do the nether stuff together.
Not a bad idea.
Body system it a bit. Oh crap.
Probably good.
Oh, that's probably the blaze. Oh yeah, hello blazes. Love the world of no fire prot and iron armor.
There's definitely going to be a big style switch up between this base and the next base.
Yeah, for me as well.
I think the
Kind of
next base
depends, I
is
guess,
going
where
to
we
be
go,
a
but
lot of stone and sandstone and
I might be
maybe
doing.
some new blocks as they get added.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd stick to the stone. It's kind of all reliable at this point, but
it's going to be, I don't want to say quite futuristic, but it's going to be very like,
oh no, I'm on fire. Oh,
it's going to feel
that was close.
almost, maybe, the idea is it might not feel futuristic, but it's going to not feel like, it's not going to feel fantasy-esque. If this set of buildings I have here is almost like fantasy-esque, I guess it's not, but then the next thing I work on will be closer to something like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Modern, maybe. I don't know. I don't really build in styles. Everything I build is usually based off of like a...
It'll kind of depend where I am. I'll kind of figure out like a palette and what I want to do. Probably with like the blocks that are coming out at the time.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because I don't know what blocks get added, but I'll like mess around with some of that stuff too.
Okay, let's not die. Favorite dimension. Ooh, what a time. I think it was because I was so mobile. Maybe that's why everything was spawning. All of a sudden when I started to slow down. Time to go home. I've had my fun. I've had my fun and then some.
Like I said, I'd look like an Origins mod that has... I don't know. It'd be cool. Or even the one that is like they have on the... I don't know if you'd feel on it, but the fantasy one where it's like Origins, but it's all like classes instead of like full-blown hybrids. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
So it's like knights and paladins and stuff. Hi.
Hey.
I just wanted to show you my project that I'm working on. Just because
Sure.
I want someone to see it.
Yes, I will take a look. Ooh.
Yeah, look at this.
Wow, this is cool.
But then imagine the path will kind of continue. Those sides will probably drop off somewhere, and this will all be like a dirt or like a gravel and cobble mixture thing that'll go to the different places. So it'll feel like a barn area thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It is very wooden. One flame, and this whole place is gone. Like someone throws out like a not snuffed out cigarette butt, and I lose the entire world's worth of progress except for these pathways.
Yeah. It's such a cool area though. Wow. Death Mountain, I guess. The whole area.
Yeah. Death Mountain's looking mighty nice. Almost makes you want. It almost makes you forget why it was called Death Mountain.
Yeah, there was a time. There was a time.
I still remember the first episode.
What's that? Oh, you
I
still
still
remember the
remember
first episode? Yeah.
Oh. Mm.
Mm.
But you know, it's fine. God, someone's gotta make me a thing of like my character's face over the Kevin James, like leaning against the thing, like shrugging with just like gunpowder all over me. It's so funny. It's-
just
That'd
like
be so
the
fun.
cartoons, like the
Right?
explosions.
God, that would be so awesome. I should do that. I have excellent Photoshop. I don't, but I could do it. Yeah.
Oh, terrific.
But yeah,
Good
so anyways,
progress.
any Photoshop or artists,
Yes,
me and
yes,
the Kevin in the
we've
Kevin
moved
James
on,
post.
Devon. Yeah, we've
No, no,
moved
no,
on.
I'm bringing it back. I don't want them to forget. Okay, all right, good stuff. I'm glad you approve.
W
Um,
stream, as Queso says.
W.
W chat, even though it
Okay,
was
I have
Pierre.
never seen a Queso stream. The only clip I've ever seen of
Hey,
Queso
better
is
than nothing.
him. The only Queso thing I've ever seen is the clip of him doing like the quiz where it's like the multiple choice where you have to pick like what restaurant the burger's from,
Yeah,
and he
yeah, I've
answers
seen that
everyone
one.
right and starts crying.
Yeah.
He's the
uh,
only
y-
Queso clip I've ever seen, and I feel so bad
it's
because I laugh
it's
every
pretty
time I
fitting.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yes, he looks like he'd be such a nice guy, but it's just so funny watching him. He's like, no, I gotta get one wrong, and he gets all of them immediately correct and just starts like screaming.
Uh,
It's so good. Like,
okay.
it's
Well,
so. Sorry,
anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm taking this off topic.
taking us off
Oh
topic,
God,
this is all about the end of
I'm good at that.
the episode. Big
Yeah,
find though today with the Nether Fortress, and our progress is continuing. So end is nearing closer and closer.
Yahoo.
Yahoo! That is about all for today, folks. So thank you for tuning in to Silver Age, episode 6. I believe we're on now. And I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully the Ender Dragon soon. So yeah, thank you. See ya.